What are Derby County's seasonal objectives? Now, this is a huge question on the lips of Derby County fans at the moment. When you look at the squad that we've put together and the situation we were in last season, it's really hard to know the exact position John Eustace wants Derby County to be in come May. Now, in my opinion, Derby County are the dark horses in the Championship. No one expects us to have this good of a team. No one anticipates us to be challenging at the top end of the division, which obviously we aren't doing right now, but that possibility is coming more closely than you do think. And it's going to be interesting to see how this works. When you bring back Corey Blackett-Taylor, when Sondre Langas and Owen Beck are back fit, and when you've got Rhian Brewster back within the side, this team is very much a team capable of pushing the top half of this division and maybe even a late playoff push. Now, obviously, everyone has their own opinion, so I want to hear yours down in the comment section. Let me know where you think Derby County are going to finish this season at this present moment in time. Obviously, yes, the January transfer window will change things, injuries will change things, but as of today, where do you think Derby County will finish? Now, if you have not done so already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Check out the likes of Kitbag, NordVPN, and Loaded down in the description. But shall we get into it? If you haven't done so already, make sure you join the Discord linked in my description. It's a way that you can communicate with me and get the latest updates on videos and games that I'm going to be playing on live stream. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you check out that link in the description and go ahead and join the Discord. Head on over to raffle.com, linked down in the description, so that you can get yourselves into the raffle to win 2 Derby County home tickets or a 2025-26 DCFC kit of your choice. Tickets start at just £1 per ticket, with a range of different bundles available to you, where you can buy 2 tickets, get 2 free, 5 tickets, get 5 free, 10 tickets to get 10 free, and 15 tickets for 15 free. All you need to do is head on over to Derby County's website, get yourself a fan ID. So if you are the winner of this raffle, I can send you over those tickets, and all you have to do is enter a question just a little bit about Jamie Carragher and what club he played at for his entire career. So if you haven't done so already, head on over to raffle.com, linked in the description, so that you can join the raffle for 2 Derby County home tickets or a 2025-26 DTFC kit of your choice. Now, obviously, Derby County's squad is 10 times the squad that it was this time last year. You look at the introduction of players like Brereton Diaz, Rhian Brewster, Bobby Clark, and that forward line is absolutely impeccable. You've got the return of Andreas Weimann, you've got the introduction of Carlton Morris and Patrick Agyemang, and that's without even mentioning the introduction of a player like Lewis Travis and a player like Max Johnston. And it's very, very interesting to sort of see where Derby County fans are sort of predicting themselves to finish by the end of this season, because for me, there's many different discussions that can be ongoing as it stands right now in regards to that. Now, I've spoke time and time again on live, on videos and things like that over the course of the last few months, discussing Derby County and where I think that they'll finish. And for me, I've got Derby County finishing 9th. For some reason, 9th is the place that fits in my head. And I'm not saying that Derby County aren't able to do better. I'm not saying Derby County won't end up doing worse. Ultimately, we don't know. We're only, 5 games into the season as of time of recording. And the situation that could unfold at Derby County is one that is absolutely crazy. Now, many people are going to be discussing Derby County this season for me, because there's a lot of circumstances which are going to be caveated to where Derby County finish, and one of them is the injury record. If you look back to last year, Derby County's injury record was horrific for the vast majority of the season. Once John Eustace arrived, it calmed down massively, in my personal opinion. Yes, there were still injury situations, and the likes of Kane Wilson and Sondre Langas picked up injuries which they played through. Callum Oda was another one which picked up an injury. But realistically, the injury situation calmed down, and I think that is going to play a massive part in where Derby County finish this year. If we get Sondre Langas back fit and can keep Sondre Langas, Matt Clark, and Max Johnston as part of that back 4 or back 5, I don't think Derby County have anything really to worry about. I think many of you will have watched Lewis Travis in recent weeks, and I think he is phenomenal in central midfield. And I think if we can keep him fit, we have absolutely nothing to worry about. Now, the forward line is where my issues sort of come to play, let's say, because we lost Corey Blackett-Taylor and had to change formation. And ultimately, I think that was the right decision in terms of John Eustace to make sure that you can get the best possible players on the pitch in their best possible positions. But ultimately, this isn't the way that John Eustace wants to play. He wants to play that back four. He wants to play two wide men. He wants to play a number 10 and a number 9. And ultimately, we've not been able to do that so far this season, apart from up against Stoke City, where obviously you had Blackett-Taylor out on the left, Caden Jackson on the right. You had Morris through the middle. I think it was Ibu Adams playing in behind, which I don't necessarily agree with, but I understand it for fitness reasons. So it is going to be interesting to see how it develops. Now with the introduction of Lewis Travis, you put Ibu Adams next to him or David Ozo, you put a Bobby Clark as the 10, you put Brereton Diaz on the right or left, you put Blackett-Taylor back in the squad, and you ultimately can go for that 4-2-3-1 again, but then ultimately you're risking injury again. If you pick up an injury, you then have to change the formation again. That's why I think Derby County are going to stick with the 3-4-3, and I genuinely believe that the expectations at Derby County are genuinely to sort of be on the edge of playoffs come May. I'm not saying that we're trying to get promoted this season. I'm not saying we're trying to get playoffs, but I think when you look at the money spent and the players that Derby County have bought in, the quality level as well, I can't see a reason why John Eustace isn't hoping to sort of find himself on the edge of that playoff position. Now, I do hope and I do pray that Derby County can do that, but ultimately, for that to happen, a lot of things have to go perfect. And will that happen? I don't know. And I think when you look at sort of the squad depth this season, it is a lot better than it was last season. If Callum Elder gets injured, Owen Beck's there to step in. If Matt Clark gets injured, you've got Sondre Langash, you've got Danny Bart, you've got Craig Forsyth to step in as well. If you look then at the right wing back position, I think we're a little bit weaker at right wing back, but Max Johnston is brilliant. You've got Niambi and Ward to step in midfield. I think we're a little bit light, and I think we're lacking a bit of creativity in those two sort of pivot positions. Obviously, Travis and Adams has been the pair so far, but obviously you've got the likes of David Ozo, you've got Liam Thompson who can step in as well, and then you sort of look at that forward line. As a number 9, you've got Morris, Agyemang, Selverson. On the right, you've got Brewster, Vineman, Jackson. On the left, you've got Clark, Brereton Diaz, Corey Blackett-Taylor. Obviously, we've been playing with 2 10s, so those 6 can sort of rotate in any sort of 2 across the course of the next few months, and it is going to be interesting to see what the best team is once Patrick Agyemang's fully fit and fully up to speed, Selverson's up to speed and things like that, because ultimately those players aren't quite there yet, and that's what John Eustace is waiting for, essentially, to put his best team out there, which I personally don't believe we've seen yet, and until Rhian Brewster's fit, I don't think we will see it. Now, obviously, you lot can have your say down in the comments, and if you have not done so already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell. Make sure you check out the likes of Loaded, Kitbag, and NordVPN down in the description if you have not done so already, to get yourself sporting goods, gaming goods, and obviously your VPNs. But if you have not done so already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye-bye, guys. If you haven't done so already, make sure you join the Discord linked in my description. It's a way that you can communicate with me and get the latest updates on videos and games that I'm going to be playing on live stream. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you check out that link in the description and go ahead and join the Discord. Head on over to raffle.com, linked down in the description, so that you can get yourselves into the raffle to win 2 Derby County home tickets or a 2025-26 DCFC kit of your choice. Tickets start at just £1 per ticket, with a range of different bundles available to you, where you can buy 2 tickets, get 2 free, 5 tickets, get 5 free, 10 tickets to get 10 free, and 15 tickets for 15 free. All you need to do is head on over to Derby County's website, get yourself a fan ID. So if you are the winner of this raffle, I can send you over those tickets, and all you have to do is enter a question just a little bit about Jamie Carragher and what club he played at for his entire career. So if you haven't done so already, head on over to raffle.com, linked in the description, so that you can join the raffle for 2 Derby County home tickets or a 2025-26 DCFC kit of your choice.